Start recording.
I should not do not disturb.
Why is that shit still on me?
Stacking Smith.
What up, fam?
Hey, bro, I heard y'all got a new store opening up.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Where it's at?
100 North.
You doing grills in there?
You already know.
Oh, okay, bro.
It's called
Grills on Main Street. 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 Grills on Main Street.
What's up, Stacking Smith?
What up, fam?
Hey, bro, I heard y'all got a new store.
Over 1 million t-shirts sold, man. That's a sack.
It is, but you know, I'm upset we ain't sold 2 million yet.
That's all. What's most important for you at T-Shirt Kings, man?
Customer service, man. Taking care of my customers, making sure that they major.
What about your team?
I got the best team in the world. They get busy. They love the customers. We got a saying, I don't gotta go to work. I get to go to work.
What are some of the different styles of shirts that like you can get made here?
I got DTF printing. We are definitely the screen print kings. We turn that around immediately for you, which, by the way, is what separates us from other companies. Somebody will tell you it takes 2 weeks. I tell you it's gonna take 2 days.
Where do you see T-shirt Kings like 5-10 years from now?
We're already the best t-shirt company in the world. We already are coming up with concepts that I don't see anybody else doing. You order 20 shirts, 10 of them are free. Bulk discounts, fast turnaround, and free designs.
It's completely world class.
Yeah, you
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Peanut, the CEO of Dash Resource LLC. Your business is my business, and I got my man Ahava Elyon in the building.
First of all, I was like literally sitting here marveling at the game I spit.
Oh my God. See what I'm
Did you hear
saying?
that?
See, man, you gonna turn this into you, right? Right now.
Yes.
Right
I was
now.
impressed.
You are trying to steal the show, man. Speaking of stealing, the past tense of that is stolen.
Yeah. Stolen. I was stolen.com, man. Make sure that you guys go, man. The book is out and about. I'm on my paper route. Yesterday, we did really good selling books. We even got a couple of books inside Marathon gas station.
Yes, sir.
Which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what it did was it kind of just showed me some of the different possibilities that I can do. You know what I mean? Just as I'm a plug.
For sure.
Instead of just selling everybody book by book. I put people on with books.
You an outlet then, bro. You ain't a plug, brother. What's a plug to an outlet?
Oh, I'm an outlet. I think if I was printing the books myself, there is the outlet. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy a printer to print books, and then I'm gonna be an outlet for sure. Right now, just a plug because I got to get the books from the
That's hard.
But anyway, I was stolen.com. Make sure that you guys go and get the book. Come up to the shop. Or go to Amazon, published on Amazon. You know, if you live far away, it kind of helps me to not have to deal with so much of the shipping. So Amazon will print it, ship it, and give it to you. And the Amazon book looks real sweet, too. I got it on like this yellow Bible paper. Oh,
That's all.
major. But anyway, this ain't all about me. God, I can't tell.
So we got a date, though? Like, we got a date that like we want to tell the people.
Oh, yeah. April the 19th at the Schuster Center.
Here we go.
We are going to have a book signing podcast, appetizer dinner, somewhere in that area, but it's going to be real cool, man.
Yeah.
You can actually get the tickets right now on Eventbrite. I was thinking of a lot of ways to make money, but then I just said, you know what? I'm going to let everybody come to the book signing for free.
For free?
Yes. People
You
can
doing
come.
something for free?
Yeah, I mean,
That's hard.
I think that I just want people to be able to come out and they can buy the book. You know, we do expect people to come to buy the book, but I think it takes a lot of pressure off of me to have to sell all of these major packages the day before an event and all of that other stuff. And I think that it'll be good for the community. We're going to talk about just changing your perspective or tweaking your perspective on stress and how to deal with stress. And then it's going to still be trending topics. We're going to do our viral topic to get the conversation going, get everybody loosened up. And then we're going to just kick it at a podcast. And then I'm going to be able to, sign books and take pictures and all of that other stuff. So it's going to be major. And then we got my bro Steve, who is going to come through as a sponsor, man. So I wanted to honestly thank you, bro.
Oh, man,
and
no problem.
Not only do you sponsor that, but the leading up to the podcast, man, you're going to be a sponsor on the Legendary People podcast, bro.
RedskyeBulls, man.
And you and your, man, how you guys, you and Tiff, y'all come through, man.
Oh, yeah.
Referrals, sponsoring, customers yourselves, and it's never ending.
Love, bro.
You is definitely my bro. It's beyond customer of the year, man. We family of the year, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
I'm glad to do it, man.
Yeah.
No question asked, really.
Man, no doubt. But our normal sponsors, man, you ain't cool if you don't go to that school. What school is that? Horizon Science Academy, Dayton High School. If you're ever injured in a car accident, call attorney Michael Wright. The Sheiks for breakfast, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. And when you want to get lit a little bit, get you some good old Kiara wine. My bro Beanut Johnson is the CEO and founder of Network and Chill. Yes. That's every Monday at whatever network location that they choose. But it is a community of business owners all networking together and bringing about a whole lot of positive change. And the change that I'm talking about is the change in your pocket.
That's a bar.
Yeah. Oh,
he in
my
his
bag
today.
Yes,
sir.
Bag
today.
But seriously though, they get you funding for your business and get you a lot of money, man. And they get you they get you the opportunity to do things that you wouldn't normally do. So Peanut coming into the game with Network and Chill, he's found out so much stuff and available resources for businesses in 1 year than I have figured out in 24 years.
That's hard.
And I don't even look for these things. I'm not even aware that they're available. And that could add to the struggle of a business by you just not knowing. So what he's doing is he is just giving you the awareness that these things are out there. And then he goes beyond that and actually helps you fill out the forms to get them. So Network and Chill is a real movement. And Peanut is just breaking ground, doing good stuff, man. So make sure y'all check out Network and Chill. And then Sell Stocks Not Dope every Sunday on the Dash Resource channel. Like, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you can get alerted every time he drops new tips on stocks.
For sure.
Every time he drops new tips on stocks.
You and your bag, I'm telling you, bro. Look, the podcast's over at this point. You did your numbers, bro.
Oh my God. All right, check this out. So now, without further ado, my brother Peanut Johnson, over to you.
Bro, you bodied that, bro. Look. We need to copy and paste that one for every interview, bro. That was hard, man. But look, this ain't about me, man. Man, bro, I'm here, bro, with, like I said, man, there's no legend higher when it comes to the podcast, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've had the mayor on here. We've had Angelina Jackson. We've had Ready Baby. We've had people who are just legends within their own right, man. But today, man, we have in here family, man. Real family. And look, I had to wear sunglasses or something, bro. They here shining on me like that. They shining, right? They are the poster board for Go Over Your Mouth at this point, right? Yo, you feel me? I got my bro Steve and Tiffany in the building, man. What's good, family? Hello, how you doing? How you doing? So the first we got to start with the viral question is, let's talk about y'all viral TikTok video, right? Let's talk about, we got to start there. So tell us about the viral video.
Which one? The one with me and Derek?
Yeah,
Oh, bro, man. We sitting there just working on the bikes. About to go out, have fun. We look over, we see her recording us. Something about Derek's boyfriend being gay for Derek gay for Ben. But bro, you gotta check out the comments. They're talking about Ben's belt. Man, I'm telling you, they was trying to give 5 racks for my dude, bro.
What?
On a date. But let me get you, this man's tattooed from head to toe, burly, 400 pounds. He don't even look like the type that would go on a date with a dude, bro.
It's just funny because the inside joke is that he's cheating on me with, his name's Brandon. So him and his best friend are like, they've been ride or die since they were 15 years old, 14, 15 years old. So I always mess with them that Brandon comes first. We know he don't.
So you were the mastermind behind the whole video.
Yeah.
How did it feel when you seen it go viral? Like, what was 2 million views? Was it more than that?
300,000 views.
Oh, it's on 400,000.
400,000 views, but 15,000 likes and comments and shares, all that. I don't know how it all works.
How did that feel?
He kept talking about how he felt that it was weird that he didn't know that many people had seen him.
Yeah, like, just know that many people seen a harmless video. You like, I would have did my hair or something, you know? Like, you had me over there sweating 100-degree day, working on a bike.
So what do we see?
You know, it's just weird to think that many people would liked or shared a video or saw you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, like, I'm always live. I'm always trying to get there, but, like,
I see your mic a little bit too.
I ain't never even went viral one time, but I've put $500,000-$600,000 in the video. Like I went and rented a U-Haul, did the U-Haul pool.
What?
It didn't go viral or nothing. Made like 5 parts of the video. It was fun. I'd do it again, but didn't go. She made that Island Boy one.
That was hilarious.
She
on there with her hair tied up. She got all tattoos on her face. I'm an island
That was before I had to go.
She had to use bubblegum wrap. But you know, it is what it is. Our main focus this year is on the English Bulldogs, of course.
Yeah,
that's the business we're here to get out there. You know, we've been cutting our teeth in the game for about 4 or 5 years, but we had to start from puppies.
Right.
So, you know, we didn't have the money to just go out and buy a bunch of dogs that was already ready. Plus, it gave us a chance to meet some people. We've been to Columbus a lot. It gave us a chance to learn what we was talking about because it's something that me and her enjoy. And hopefully in the future, we can both quit our day jobs and do this full time.
So like, what were you doing before you started raising pups?
I dibble-dabbled. She was STNA, and then, of course, we had 2 kids in the meantime, and then she became a management of a library. Not the management, but she works for like the outreach program.
Oh, really?
So she travels to all the libraries, drives the bookmobile, you know, runs a couple of programs.
You're the plug.
You the outlet. You the outlet.
And as we was discussing a while ago,
right.
You know, we already discussed a while ago. How
we already talked about that. Publishers already discussed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, and then I always dabbled, man. I've worked at a tattoo shop, mechanic shop. Used to hook up electronics, car audio. Hustle off Facebook, buy, sell, trade. Like, if you got $1, you can make $1. It's just what you want to do with it.
So speaking of Facebook, right? You know what I'm saying? I follow the Red Sky bully page, right?
Yeah.
What about the Facebook scammers? Like people who you put a deposit down on the dog.
Man, that's a big controversial thing, man. Here's the way I go. Don't do nothing over line. Don't do nothing like that. If you can't go meet up with the puppy or FaceTime them, next best thing, see the puppy.
Wait a minute, you talking about FaceTiming the dog? Like
FaceTime the owner selling the dog. You know,
right.
You know what
Get
I'm
some
saying?
proof.
Get some proof the puppy's real. Because for every 10 dogs you find, I bet you 8 of them's a scam if it's a good deal. Like
if it's a good deal.
If it's a good deal, like if you're spending, you know, $5,000 on a dog, that's a good deal because some of these dogs go up to 30 to 50 grand when you get into the micro bullies and all that. But like, if you see English Bulldogs for $1,800, you got to make sure it's registered, make sure the paperwork's good because they're usually going for 25 to $5 grand minimum. You know what I'm saying,
bro? What makes thanks, Nev. What makes bullies so valuable, bro? Is it just the demand for them?
They took an American Pit Bull originally, and over years and evolution, they've shrunk it down to the size. And some of them's the size of a Frenchie or a Chihuahua, but then they look tough. You know, they got the bull stance. They fade the ears up on them, and it's just a very desirable dog because they breed all imperfections out of them. They want a fully functional dog with no breathing issues. One that can run, jump, and play, but they want one that still look like it's all jacked up on steroids. But when you go to the dog shows, man, it's gotten live over the last few years. Like when you go to them, it's the shit talk and all that. It's the
Competition.
Stacking the dogs. I mean, you got beautiful dogs, but they make it fun. It's
bragging rights.
It's like a concert that you're a part of.
Right. And so, for example, they're just really a show dog then.
Yeah, I mean,
some of them.
That's why you call it fully functional. You want
to. I think my point is this: like they breed certain dogs for certain things,
qualities and traits.
Right. So you got like a Doberman Pinscher or a German Shepherd. These are known for just being a protection dog or something like that.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And then like pit bulls, right? So that's what I was saying. Like the bullies, their claim to fame, which makes them desirable, is just how you can become a showman with them. The showmanship about them. Yeah.
There's XL bullies that'll.
But they got some XL bulls that's bigger than a bear, bro. Like they got some XL bullies that's got heads bigger than NBA basketball.
And they'll protect you.
That's like a.
But yeah, most of it's just show, glamour, and the clout that we made this.
Right.
I produced this.
Right.
I took this bloodline that used to look like this. I bred out all the bad traits. Like it used to have breathing issues. It used to not be able to. A couple of their siblings or litter mates couldn't walk. All that stuff. But they breed all that out of them to make them a fully functional and a desirable looking dog. You know.
Yeah.
And I think it's. I just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
I really did. 5-6 years ago when I got into it, I just fell in love with it. Like I want to make the world's smallest English bulldog. That's what everybody's doing it with micros, with the Frenchies and the bullies, but nobody's got like micro English bulldogs yet.
Man, I love English bulldogs.
That's what
Bro, my daughter, this is so crazy because my daughter keeps asking me to ask you, do you got? Because I told her that you was gonna sponsor the event. So she was like, well, ask him, does he got a French bulldog?
No,
and
I got 2 of them on the way.
And so what I kept telling her, I said, he got bullies. He don't got no French bulldogs. Quit. Why are you keep asking me that? But it's so cool that now she was right and I was wrong.
Yeah,
she was much closer to what you're talking about than I
have
was.
English bulldogs.
Right.
But I got 2 Frenchies that's puppies right now that I've done locked in that by this time next year or the year after, depending on their heat cycle, I will have Frenchies.
Okay.
I
That's
got
cool.
Some guys I can refer you to if you're looking for one now.
No.
So I got a friend named Jamarcus. Shout out to Jamarcus in Florida, man. And he's starting his own breed and stuff like that, right? What's some advice like you would give to someone who is starting out?
If you're starting out, man, questions. I'm not gonna lie. I think sometimes I bug my people with the questions. Like there is no stupid question. Like I ask everything. Like I want to know what day you start breeding on, how many AIs you do, because you know they're artificially inseminated. Most of these bulldogs can't perform on their own. You gotta
or give birth on their own.
You gotta artificial insemination.
I heard you gotta jack the dog off.
You gotta jack the dog off.
You gotta jack the dog off. My girl, Brooklyn.
We got videos.
Yeah, I got videos where I go live. You got to physically. I mean,
and then inseminate.
You gotta jack the dog off.
You gonna start a fucking dog OnlyFans and shit? Like you can be on there fucking jacking off bulldogs.
They probably already done got some fetishes on there, like.
Yeah. Well, Brooklyn told me that her boyfriend is breeding.
D.
Huh?
D.
No, that's
Brooklyn. Brooklyn.
That's D. But Brooke, you know what I'm talking about, Brooklyn.
Yeah.
She said that her boyfriend does bullies, and then her boyfriend has to jack the dog off.
They be bullying the bullies.
Yeah, my guy up in Columbus, man. Shout out to BKB Baby Bulls up in Columbus, Ohio.
He's a two-hand.
The kennel, man. He's a two-hand. Mr. Don't Miss. Mr. Don't Miss. I'm telling you, he's been my inspiration. He's one of the guys I've been following. Like I've drove to Columbus many times. I was just on one of his podcasts the other day. Man, he's helped me.
Dogman 2K.
What's that?
Dogman 2K.
Nah, BKB Baby Bulls.
Okay. Baby K Bulls.
Baby K Bulls up in Columbus.
The legendary 187.
Yeah, he's got the legendary 187. But he's just been extremely helpful. He's been helping me promote, showing me the game. Me and him's about to be throwing a big bully bash coming up.
Cinco de Mayo?
No, that Cinco de Mayo's his. I can't put my name on that. We do got VIP booth number 1 though.
That's a flex.
Yeah,
that's a flex.
Number 1.
That's a
we
flex.
do got VIP booth number, and my litter coming up, Chunks vs. Lucy, 4-time shrinkable, was his stud. You know, he had the stud, and this or it's a brick house. And I put it to my chocolate one. So these puppies we about to drop is about to be something special. Like.
So, bro, seeing how you don't necessarily have to wait until a dog is in heat because you can just sell the nut from
If
the
you got
dog.
a stud, you can stud your dog, your male out.
So if you was new coming into the game, would you buy a girl or a boy?
I bought a girl because I wanted to learn about it, and I knew that's the hardest part's whelping because these puppies can't take care of themselves. Like, and the mom don't neither. Like on a regular standard pit bull or a regular another breed dog, they have the puppies at home. So when you got bullies and English bulldogs, you literally got to go pay for a C-section. You got to do a reverse restroom test to make sure they ready to take the pups. And then if your girl ain't cooperating or feeding them right, then you got to bottle feed, you got to stimulate them, you got to make them shit, you got to make them burp, all that good stuff. It's worse than taking care of a newborn baby. That's why these dogs,
and
now I
nine
got
of them,
9
yeah,
of them
Tim,
on the
that's
way.
what I was gonna say.
But that's why these
Exactly.
dogs fetch such a high premium. That's why they go for that kind of money because it's not just the dog. You put love, like for 4 weeks of your life when your dogs had the C-section, for 4 weeks your life's gone. You got to feed them every 3 hours. And if that mom ain't cooperating, then you got to mix up the Similac, the milk, feeding tubes. You got to make sure you got to, they're harder to take care of than my son and my daughter.
Yeah,
was.
with bulldogs, you can't leave them alone with the puppies because they'll lay on them.
Yeah, they'll lay on them, they'll smother them.
They're not the brightest. They're the greatest dog that I've ever had.
They're dumb, dog. Big, dumb, clumsy dogs.
They're smart, but they're dumb. They're stubborn is what I see it as. But they're like the best dog I've ever had. I love just their personality.
How are they with kids?
Oh, they're
Great. Big teddy bears.
Big teddy bears until they fart. You know, they fart a lot.
They fart, burp.
I think I want a bully, man.
Man, they're like the English bulldog. You get the best of both worlds. Like my man Tonka, if you look at him on there, he's a stout dog. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a bully. He's got all the traits that bullies want. You know, he's got the chest. He's short. He's a tank.
And he's photogenic, obviously. He's not center for
the English bulldog breed versus the bully breed. They're calmer. They'll lay down, watch a movie with you, chill. Them bullies, they run all over, knocking shit over. They sound, a lot of them sound like real bad.
I like English bulldogs.
So that's all.
I love English bulldogs. I just like that. When I was
got a whole litter.
Wait till y'all read the book though. Like,
oh shit,
I had dogs my whole life coming up, but we had boxers, which is in the bulldog family. But we had just boxers. I mean, we had whole kennels of boxers, and my stepdad, he like make us walk them all crazy hours of the night and shit. But we had like the best dogs. But I always wanted an English bulldog, but I never got one, bro.
Fun fact about a boxer: you was asking if English bulldogs is friendly with kids. You know, boxers are the number 2 dog that attack kids.
Damn.
Yeah. They're up there higher than like a pit bull, I think.
Dang. Well, we were older. We were kids, but we wasn't like baby, infant,
Oh, we
toddlers
had boxers be great, fantastic dogs.
Man.
I'm just saying from statistics on YouTube and everything and whatnot.
I didn't
Boxers
know
up
that.
there with Chihuahua.
Dang.
Yeah, like Chihuahuas are terrible.
Yeah, they just can't hurt you that bad.
Those boxers are so smart though, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like just following commands and being able to tell them what you want them to do.
Yep.
I think all dogs probably sit in shape.
My boy Tonka's very smart, but he's a bulldog. So if you can have all the treats in the world, but if he don't want to do it,
right,
he ain't moving a muscle, bro.
Right.
That's how my stupid ass.
Man, I'm
like, come outside, dog. Just look at me.
Look at you like it's cold out there, bro.
Yeah.
I always wanted the English bulldogs. I love them, man.
We got 9 coming up.
9 babies.
Think about it. These gonna be a chocolate tri-merle. So they're gonna look like a cheetah, but chocolate and lilac and is what we're hoping for. They're gonna be exotic, bro. They something special. This gonna be one of them 50 to 100 grand litters.
Yeah.
It's something special.
Yeah, that's nice.
And they all AKC full registered. You can get breeding rights. You don't have to. If you don't want to pay the fee.
So with the bulldogs, do you still gotta just get the semen from the males?
What's that?
Can they mate, or do you gotta extract the semen?
I actually got one male bulldog that performs on his own.
Okay.
I've got one.
It's rare.
But it is rare. Most English bulldogs, they run out of breath before they can do the deed.
Yeah.
By the time they get up on their back and get it 2 pumps, they're, they just ain't that in shape, I should say. But
That's funny as hell, man.
Yeah, but most of the time it's artificial insemination and C-section.
Man.
I'm not saying it can't happen, everything can happen, but most of the time, and I like it better that way. That way, the last thing I'd ever want to do is actually hurt my personal dog to have a litter of puppies.
Right.
Like, I would never, I feel more safer knowing that she's in a surgeon's hands. She's sedated. She don't feel no pain. It's like when a real woman goes and gets a C-section.
Right.
It's done under a surgeon's. You can stand there in the room and watch. You watch the whole team of doctors care for the puppies. They get the sacks off of them. They clean out their airways. They
beat them.
It looks like they're beating them, but they're getting all the phlegm and fluids out of their lungs. Like, if you had to do that yourself at home, like, say it this way: if I brought 9 puppies home from the vet and I could be the best whelper in the world, there's no guarantee at the end of that week half of them ain't dead.
Right.
Now, if you had to do that whole step at home, 1 to 10, I guarantee you out of 9 litter, you might have 1 pup survive.
Right.
Have you spent like a large amount of money and then lose the whole litter before?
Yeah, I have not did that yet, but I've seen stories and heard stories. And my mother took a breeding in last year, and she was inexperienced, and she always bred pit bulls my whole life. So she thought all them people's crazy. They just want your money. She did pay for the C-section and that because she didn't want to hurt her dog trying to do it natural. But she had 12 or 13 puppies, and before it was all said and done, whatever the reason was, she ended up with, I think, 5.
She had 10. She went down to 4.
Yeah, 10. She lost over half the litter.
We lost 2 immediately last time. They were
Yeah, we lost 2 immediately at the vet. That's the biggest loss I've took. And then when I came home, the one I brought home, they told me wasn't going to make it through a day. She kept it alive for 6 days. 7th day at 3 o'clock in the morning, she wakes me up crying her eyes out. I'm thinking, oh my God, something that had the kid's house on fire. She said it's dead. I'm like, oh my God, the doctor told you that puppy was going to die. Put it in the freezer and go back to bed. I gotta bury it. I'm like, oh man, here we go, man. That dog was never supposed to survive. You kept it alive 6 days. Another week and she probably would have cracked it for real, but the vet gave her a 90% odds to be dead in a day. But she got attached, put that work in, and got the heart broken.
Yeah, man.
I ain't calling my puppy until it's at least 5 weeks.
Man, but when you see a puppy die,
oh man, it's almost like a kid died.
Yeah, man.
It really is.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, that's why I try to tell her I don't get attached until 5. At 5 weeks, you good, you Gucci. I mean, the dog gonna be eating bush, it's gonna be oatmeal, all that, whatever you feed it, it's fine. But it's getting it up to that.
And then at what age can you find him a new home to go to?
Legally it's 8 weeks, but usually I like if I've made my pick around 8 weeks, I usually like to get somebody to come see the puppy around 6 weeks and make their selection. Yeah. That way, because some people, there's 2 different beliefs. Some people believe I'm gonna hold my dog as long as it can, because you can get a dog at 4 weeks that looks like it's gonna be that fire. But then at 8 weeks, the ugliest dog in the litter done had to pop out, and it's the rawest one now. Yeah. You done so. But then the other rule of thumb is you mess around and keep them too long, then ain't nobody wants a used dog.
Right.
You got that certain sweet spot to where, damn, I don't want to buy I don't want somebody else's puppy. I want my own puppy. Right. But then again, you want to wait as long as you can, so you know you made the right selection.
Right.
So it's just personal preference, I guess. Maybe.
But all dogs that come out of the same litter, can any of them go for more than the next one?
Yes, most definitely. It's all about color, look, stance.
Mm-hmm. And you just set the price based on how you think they look.
Yeah, they're your dogs. I mean, you can ask Triple what they're worth.
Don't mean you'll get it.
Don't mean you'll get it. But then again, I've just seen 3 people this week call me talking about they bought English Bulldogs for $2,500 without papers. Because a lot of people don't know. They don't know.
$2,500. How much is an English Bulldog?
Typically, good breed English Bulldogs, $3,000 all the way up to $15,000.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, if you got championship bloodline or they come straight from England, you're looking more around $20 to $30 after shipping fees and everything.
Dang.
But I mean, people order dogs from China, Tokyo, everywhere. I mean, it's getting huge.
What's the average lifespan of English Bulldog?
I actually can't even.
8 years is what it is.
Yeah,
8 years.
8 years. You get a pit bull, they're 15 to 20 years in human years, but it's really. I've seen somebody have a dog and it die at the age of 3 because with them breeds, English Bulldogs, Bullies, you got a lot of genetic problems. Some of them got breathing issues. Some of them got allergies. Some of them's allergic to stuff. That's why breeders try to take two good ones that has none of them, put them together, and they try to breed the bad qualities out of them, but keep the same look.
Narrow nose holes from where their faces are smashed.
But you just stay on the vet things. Make sure you check them with heart murmurs. Make sure you know. We've actually been gracious. We've had 3 litters. We've only been at 4 or 5 years, and I think the only bad trait we found was one of our dogs ended up with cherry eyes. And that's just where the tear ducts swell out, and it pops out and it puts a big red cherry thing looking in front of their eye. Got to have it surgically removed. It's a tear duct.
Mm-hmm.
But
all of the dogs in the litter
no,
had
not
that?
all of them, just some.
Just
of them.
some.
It's just a bad trait that comes with them, and then a lot of them get bad, like, and the wrinkles get real nasty. You got to clean them every day. Put
They're
some
high
like
maintenance.
it's like some balm. We like to use coconut oil, but you can buy dog balm for their noses get dry.
That's the best thing about bulldogs is their wrinkles.
Yeah,
but
you gotta
gotta maintain it though.
Like a big old fat boy, you know. You got rows like me. You gotta take a shower a couple times a day. You know, once in the morning, once at night.
Yeah,
gotta keep it clean, baby.
Yeah, sure, man.
But it could get real nasty. It could be like brown stains and stuff on their face, and it could just be the dog. But ours has yet to get them because I think we bath them 3 or 4 times a week. We treat them like family.
Man, bro, is there a such thing as a black English bulldog, all black?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Damn, that's rare though, right?
Actually, believe it or not, the all white ones is the most rare English bulldog. They call it platinum, and I've seen them sell for $20,000 a piece.
Damn.
I don't think I've ever even seen one in a picture before.
All white one?
All black.
All black.
I've seen them. It's not as common.
It's not as common, but I've seen them. It's not as desirable neither because people want color.
Yeah.
A lot of people want that blue, brown, that silver, that lilac, that exotic color, peanut butter. You know, they want that exotic color.
What's the most common color though? White with the
tan and the white. Tonka is one of the, he's the iconic.
He's a standard.
English
is that Brindle or no?
No, he's standard.
Standard. He's just tan and white. Basically.
When he was a baby, he had a lot of like what they call ghost lilac, so it's like a lighter tan in his cheeks and everything. But you can still see it now a little
but
bit.
He grew out of it.
Do they have Brindle?
Yeah, they call it sable.
We had one in our litter. That he came out. We had what you call throwing the rainbow. So there was a Brindle, there was Tonka, who is standard. Then we had a chocolate peanut butter, and then we had a blackened peanut butter try.
Lilac.
We had the one that passed away.
So they call that the rainbow because it's like one of each color dog. Like it was the rainbow.
We don't even know what color the two was that passed.
There was no 2 dogs that looked alike.
I wonder where they start genetically creating colors with dogs, man, through like cloning.
They do. They get them color tested and everything. Like that's how we can kind of predict what it's going to look like before it looks like. We've done had them color tested. We know what their pedigree is. We know, like when you go to pick a stud for your dog.
What's a color test, dude?
A color testing is to see what colors they like. You cannot breed 2 white dogs together.
They test their genes.
What?
You cannot breed 2 merles together because if you breed them together, they come out deaf, dumb, retarded.
Oh,
so,
really?
Like when you breed 2 white dogs, just because it's white, and I learned this the other day, just because it's a white dog doesn't necessarily mean it's color tested as white DNA.
That doesn't mean it's the dominant trait.
Because they had it tested and his dominant trait was blue. So they actually got to breed a albino white dog with the pink nose and everything to a solid white dog, but it color tested blue. We're all got our eyes on them. Like I really want to know what they're going to look like because if the rule with that, you cannot do it. Don't breed 2 white dogs. But they found a loophole since it color tested its genetics, even though it looks white, its genetics is throwing blue.
The white was the recessive.
Man, that is. Did you know that, bro?
I mean, no, not at all. But in my head, it does make sense. Like, I mean, like you can't breed like within the same family. Like you can't breed like.
It's controversial. You're talking about like incest, basically,
like
right?
incest,
Well, it's controversial because English Bulldogs is the highest inbred dog in the world. The last time I read, I don't do it, but the rule of thumb is you can go daddy to daughter, mother to son, but you're never supposed to do brother and sister out the same litter. That's rule of thumb. But nowadays, people's doing it, and they call it line breeding, bringing the blood back around. So I don't know. I haven't went that well. Like I said, I'm new to this. It's only been 4 or 5 years to me. I've just been soaking up the game, peeping it out.
But you can
That
make
seems immoral, man.
a mother and a son dog breeding together.
I
haven't did it yet. I haven't did it yet.
Yes, bro.
I haven't did it yet, but I've heard of people doing it. I always thought if I want to improve my bulldogs, I wouldn't want to really breed them in the family because you would think it would make it worse. But a lot of people says it makes it better. I still don't know where I stand on it, but I know to date, I always go outside my blood, pick a different blood, bring it back in because I'm trying to upgrade every litter.
Yeah.
This litter was fire. The next litter I want to be shorter. The next litter I want to be more wrinkly. The next litter I want.
You literally morphing them into exactly.
Yeah, I want to. It's like
literally.
Literally. Yeah.
That's my Peanut dad.
Take that, man. Take that point, bro. That was hard, bro.
Dang.
That was hard.
Yeah, but you're making your dog what you want it to be. Inside joke, I don't get it, but I kind of do.
No, a litter of dogs.
Okay, over my head. It went way over my head.
Yeah,
I didn't understand that bar.
Yeah, well, when y'all said we talking about a litter of a dog,
I get it now. Yeah.
What can I say, bro? We a rare breed.
Yeah.
That's
Peanut taste. He drops puns nonstop.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, let's talk about your other hustles as well, right? So like tattoo world, right?
Yeah.
Like what got you into that?
Man, I just always loved art, man. I don't know what got me into it, really. I guess because when I was younger, my uncle and them did it, and I wanted a tattoo. My mom said no. I'm like, all right, I went home. We drew up these 2 crosses on my forearm. I went home. I put some Vaseline over them. Went home, and I'm like, this is probably about to whip my... I go in and I tell her, like, look, Mom, I done got these, had the Vaseline on there. I smacked them a couple of times to get them red.
Yeah.
She cussed me out for like, 2 or 3 minutes. And, I guess in her eyes, he done got them. What can I do? Little does she know, I went straight back like, bro, pull the gun out. She ain't do nothing.
Yeah. You tested it.
So after that, from that, and then I always had the mom that she always encouraged me no matter what I do, bro. Like if I was doing some bad shit or illegal shit, she would still be like, son, you shouldn't be doing that, but I got your back. You're going to find out for yourself, So, I don't know. All my buddies wanted tattoos, this and that, but then I got into, like, I like airbrushing, art. I just body work. Like, I ain't never laid drywall. I did her whole office yesterday.
That's all.
I go to YouTube. Let me watch
YouTube University.
tutorial, and I'm smart enough, and I'm a hands-on type of guy.
Yeah.
So if I like it, I'm into it. I'm going to do it.
There you go.
I'm going to do it.
Right.
So it's just one of those things, and that's why I don't like doing it for a living. I got a whole custom tattoo shop at my house, and it's for private. I don't charge. It's just me and my buddies get together. If they want a tattoo, I'll hook them up. But I don't. Then when 4 or 5 of them wants one, I won't do one for 2 or 3 months. It's something I enjoy doing, and I do not want to make it work. I love to do it.
That's hard, bro.
Same thing with vehicles. I've done customized for my own vehicles. Every one of them, everybody. What shop you get that done? I did it. How much man, I don't like working on y'all shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to doing that as a business, and then if something go wrong, I'm reliable. And if you start a project and it costs $1,000, you should have at least $2,000 in your pocket. Because shit always happens.
Shit always happens. Yeah.
It always happens, and a lot of people don't understand that. You got to change the brake caliper, the lines break.
Yep.
Boom. Now they're gonna blame it on me because I told them I'd do this. Nah, I'm just rather do it on my own.
Man. I remember. So it was these 22-inch rims that I put on damn near every car I had. Right. Like these motherfuckers. Like it's like, okay, Peter, you gonna put it on that car too? Nah, I go.
The same rims, or you went and bought new rims?
No, it's the same set of rims I'd have had on 4 different cars.
The same set. Okay, same set.
So I had bought, because I had never seen nobody do it before, and I see why now. It was a Chrysler 300, and it was the 2-door joint, right? And it had the little sunroof, all that stuff. I'm like, I'll put the 22s on there. So I go down to Fat Boy for them to do it. It's like, bro, you ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm like, fuck y'all, I'm gonna do it. So I went and bought spacers for the back, spacers for the front, put it on there. Man, I swear to God, I'm like, I got them on there. I'm driving, so I'm trying to turn.
You didn't lift it.
I didn't lift it, right? So it was always some extra shit going on.
You know, they told me that on my Chrysler 300, right? I put 24s on it without lifting. You know what I did? I went and bought the world's smallest tire you can put on it.
Bands.
And it worked. Yeah, but it cracked them all the hell.
Yeah, exactly.
But, hey, that summer they was wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as there was no potholes, we was highway ready, baby. Yeah. We did not go through the hood.
Yeah. My favorite was a Chrysler Sebring. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
two-door Sebring.
Yeah, I wasn't going to correct you, though.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, what would be another path that, like, you could have taken in your life rather than, you know, bulldogs, tattooing?
Man, I weld. I'm like a jack of all trades, master of none. Like, I do everything myself.
I call it a Renaissance man.
Renaissance man. Like, I didn't do it enough. I know enough to be dangerous, but not enough to be a professional. You know, like, I love the airbrush. I love all the customizing cars and everything. But then again, I get bored real quick. Like, real quick. Like, if I had to do it for a living, I probably wouldn't like doing it.
Man, bro, I'm the same as that way.
Takes the fun out of it, man.
Yeah.
I've owned a store. My next big thing, though, is I do want a sports bar.
Sports bar?
I do want a sports bar, but it's going to be about $50,000. And I mean, we probably got that put up in bank accounts and everything. We've been saving for years, but how you going to take everything you got, your lifeline, to put in something, and everybody knows your business is going to fail within a year if it's going to fail, maybe two. I can't justify, we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet. I can't justify taking our last when right now we're comfortable.
Right.
So that is my next big thing, though. But, you know, off this dogs, it might open up some other doors and other windows. That's our dream, man. We want to move to Florida, jack off dogs, and move to Florida.
He can jack off the dogs.
That's our dream, man.
I just want to whelp them and cut them.
I think that's the closest thing you can be to a prostitute and doing sexual favors legally.
Right.
Oh no, you moved to Vegas, might be an escort.
Right, man. So here on the Legendary People podcast, we have a thing called the butterfly effect. Either something you said in the course of the interview, or something I found in the course of my research that I found to be truly profound and amazing, man. Like, right there when, like you said, saying I'm a jack of all trades, a master of none. I remember this old lady who sat across the street from my mom's house, man. And I always bring this story up because I was in school for automotive. I didn't care about it. I just wanted to fix my own cars. And I'm the type of person where I don't. Like, people now today, like, yo, bro, fix my car. No, fuck no, not at all, right? I share that same kinship with you, but I remember her taking that term of a jack of all trades, master of none, saying it to me as a kid, and it hurt my heart, bro.
Oh, man.
But that Renaissance man is what it really is called. It really is a good term to be because you're a person that's actively always thinking about how to do something. You're not comfortable in that one state. Yeah. And then when you say, you know, like you're not ready to make that leap to do the sports bar, because it may fail within the first year, I think you have the perfect temperament for it to happen. Because if you think about you doing dog breeding, that's the unknown every single time like you do it. But you got so good and repetitive at it that you got that championship DNA to where that shouldn't scare you as much because you already going through that every single cycle. I mean, like you whelping dogs and then they die within 1 year, but what you got right there is a cornerstone that's there to help you, man. I'm telling you, bro, for sure. Bro, so I mean, I'm telling you right now, bro, open that sports bar, and I'll have networking till come down there, we gonna turn that bitch up.
That's what's up.
For sure, man.
That's what's up. Yeah, man, we're almost there, really. We really are. It's just, we purchased the house this year. We always rented for 15 years.
Real shit.
So we did that, and then we're moving around. It's just, I got a lot of support. I mean, I know I'm actually 98% confident it ain't going to fail.
Right.
But there's a lot of red tape that I got to handle first. Like, for instance, I am a felon. Over 10 years ago, I became a felon. So that liquor license, there's red tape around it, but there is a way to do it. You know, I got my store, I had a tobacco license. So they let me get that. The ATF, you know, they let me get that. There's just a lot more to it and then I've ran across, you got to have a liquor license to get a building, but then you got to have a building to get the liquor license. So pretty much unless you buy your building, I don't see how you're supposed to get the liquor license unless you buy an establishment that done failed that comes with the liquor license.
That's how people do it.
And then certain cities and states, you're only allowed to have so many liquor licenses per city.
Exactly.
So if the bars is booked up, you can't even get one in that county, you know what I'm saying? So it's in the last 10 years, anything I said we was gonna do, we did.
That's hard.
And we got bored with it, and we went somewhere else. So when I say it's coming, bro, it's coming. It's just, man. I just need to run across the right time, right place, right building, and then I'm pulling the trigger, you know.
So I'm saying right now, right? So with you having your wife being a part of that, right? She could be classified as 51% owner, right?
Yeah, and I could put the liquor license on that. We already done.
Number 2 is this, right? So with you having a woman business enterprise, right? You can get up to $500,000 in funding. That you only got to pay back at 3%.
And see, that's why I said on our private time,
we need to chop it up
because you was telling me what you do.
Yeah.
And bruh, I need you. Like
For
I need to pick your brain on a serious note one day when I can take notes. You know, because I heard you and him talking. I heard about what y'all do, what you do, and that's amazing, bro. Like what you just said. Yeah. You know, and then I know felons can get grants and shit.
For sure.
Like, I had my PO, you know, she wrote a letter to the judge and everything back in the day when I was on there. She got me off of that shit 3 years early and everything. Like, I did everything. I had my own store. I had no problems with that. She said I was a waste of her time.
So I'm also working with a guy named Greg West, who he has a foundation called Felons with a Future, and he's helping getting those things sealed and expunged also. So
see, I need to get into that,
man. Bro.
Because everybody always holds your past against you. Let me tell you something. The man I was 20 years ago is not the man. Like 20 years ago, bro, I would have did anything for 10 racks. Like, I'd have popped somebody probably. You hear me? Nowadays, I'd cry watching a Lifetime movie. You hear me? I'm like, oh my God, that reminds me of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, the man I was then is not the man I am today.
That's hard.
It really ain't. And they always, I know you're supposed to pay your debt to society, but it don't work that way.
Right.
We ain't innocent till
They
proven
shouldn't be
guilty.
dead with interest, man.
Bro, we guilty till proven innocent.
Right.
Literally,
God
you got to prove your innocence or you gone. You know what I'm saying? So I know good things is coming. And with her in my corner, man, we gonna do it. That's my best friend, like literally. When me and her got together and got married and all that, like we got like 15 years down, but we knew each other our whole life.
That's all.
Dated in high school, dated in middle school. Like we were there, bro. Like with me and her, I don't even got no friends no more. They all acquaintances.
Right.
Because like if we having a guy, if Tiffany can't come there, I ain't coming.
Right. That's hard.
It is, you know, so.
That's hard, bro.
That's how I am, you know. Like this is my road dog, and she's got TikTok. She's been on many guy nights. We just call her the designated driver, so it sounds better.
Right, for sure.
But it is what it is, man. It's coming.
All right, man. You gonna pay some bills?
Yeah, but man, one thing that I want to do before I do that, man,
is your legendary observation.
Yeah, because man, bro. Well, one thing, you if they did hold you back from like working for them or something, I mean, it's only because you don't need to be working for nobody. Like, bro, you are a for real certified boss.
For sure.
I'm a man of my word,
and it ain't
man.
even like
if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. Like,
yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
But like to me, a boss almost never calls themselves that. Like a loud person that beats their chest calling themselves a boss or too thirsty to be a boss, they really ain't gonna hold on to nobody working for them that long because nobody wants to be around somebody that's too turnt like that, man. You know, and for your bar or for whatever it is that you decide to do, like they wouldn't even come to the bar to buy the drinks. They come in because of you and you, Tiff, and y'all's like vibe and your energy. Like, bro, I would love for you to just come to the podcast all the time.
All the time, bro.
I
swear, bro.
I'm in Dayton now, by the way.
Are you, bro?
I moved it. I'm
like slide on us.
15 minutes down the road.
Like slide on us.
Well,
I'm in Dayton now. That's why you've seen a lot more of me lately.
And my point in saying that is just your coolness.
Yeah.
Like when we do viral topics, when we do this or we doing that, or we need somebody to come into the podcast to give their opinion, because we didn't get into no trending topics or just like let you for real just build on some issue or something, but we got to bring you in here for that, so we can just come in here and just chop it up about.
You know me, I have no filter.
Right.
I try not to curse and stuff just for certain reasons.
Man, fuck that.
It's hard, bro.
Yeah, it is.
But I have no filter. Like
Right.
if you invite me to something like that, you don't never know what's gonna come out of my mouth.
And-
I don't rehearse. I don't.
And that's how it's supposed to be,
I
though. We
I'm
just
real,
want
I'm
them.
genuine.
We want them real, unfiltered opinions because we go off like.
Yeah,
This
what?
not the first time me and Peanut didn't get into it on a podcast.
Yeah, it's probably the
But
first
if
time.
when we talk about 2 more minutes, then we'll start this. But
I disagree
mean,
with that.
There you go. But see, that's how it's supposed to be with a podcast, because that's what people want to see, man. They want to see it, and it ain't no crazy conflict, but it's just those difference of opinions for us to just talk about issues and debate these things out. And then that's when you are able to find like what's right, what's wrong, or what's neutral.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm saying all of that to just say, like, bro, your vibe is the best shit
Oh,
ever.
sure.
I'm here, bro. You can invite me anytime.
Man,
As long
all
as
the
I ain't
time,
picking
bro.
The kids up from school, I'm here.
Yeah,
Chop it
yeah.
up for like 2 hours in pre-production, then chop it like normal. Like I
Right.
know.
Yeah, we was back there cutting it up before we.
I thought that y'all was doing the podcast. I was out there
we
doing
were just
people's
kicking
hoes
it,
and
bro.
shit.
We
Y'all
was
was
kicking it.
back here just chopping it up. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, they back there getting it in.
Yeah, we was just.
I said, when I came, y'all was outside taking a break real quick. I
No,
said,
no.
dang, bro. I said, it's over. He said, nah, we ain't started yet. I'm like, oh, good.
You know we weren't gonna start without
Right,
you, man.
right. No doubt. But, man, that's just my observation, man. Sheiks for breakfast, Agnes All Natural Grill for lunch. You ever injured, call attorney Michael Wright. You ain't cool if you don't go to that school. What school? Horizon Science Academy. When you want to get lit a little bit, get you some good old Kiara wine. Stolen, the book of Ahava Elyon. We are going to meet up at the Schuster Center on April the 19th for a podcast, dinner, book signing. So make sure you guys come through. T-Shirt Kings, Gold for Your Mouth, and Camera King Studio, Legendary People Podcast. Like, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you can get alerted every time we drop some new stuff. Steve of RedskyeBulls, man, and Tiff in the building, man. They sell English Bulldogs. And we got a new litter dropping in 9 days.
It's
Friday.
Friday.
5
Yeah, we
days.
down,
New
baby.
litter dropping. And so you know that you will be able to pick your dog out in about 8 weeks.
Yeah, about 6 to 8
About
weeks.
about
yeah.
6 to 8 weeks. So what's your number, bro?
My number is 513-571-9059.
And then we will put that number in a comment inside, man. You looking for a good old English Bulldog, man, my bro gonna do you right. So make sure you check out RedskyeBulls. And then the official Network and Chill CEO, Peanut Johnson, man. Network and Chill every Monday. They linking up, man. Get you that bread for your business. And Sales Stock's Not Dope dropping every Sunday on the Dash Resource channel. Like, subscribe, ring the bell notification.
Whoa.
T-shirtkings247.com. I was stolen the book of Ahava Elyon. We are lit, man. We appreciate y'all for coming through, man. P, what you say?
Legendary People Podcast. Legendary people, legendary stories. Be a capitalist, not a victim. Live for y'all.